So I'm going to start off here in Sublime. I'm writing my Java program. I've used CB as a prefix to my file name for codingbat. So this is a codingbat program. I know inside Replit everything's main. You start in main. And then I state my main. There's my main method. It's empty at the moment. And then this is the codingbat bit. I have in codingbat there's no static. You don't have to say static. I think I have to write static here because I don't have to instantiate doubleX to run it. It can just run. So static indicates that you don't need to instantiate doubleX to run it. It's going to return a boolean. We can see that in here I need to return true, false. I need to return a boolean. And I'm going to pass in a string argument, and I'm going to call my string argument str, str, seems like a convention. And to start with, return true. If I don't have a return type, then the compiler will complain that this method breaks its rule because it's expecting to spit out a boolean. And I'm going to run this, and I've got no errors. I've got no compiling errors. So that's my first starting point, and I'm now going to start the program in earnest. But I've made my basic framework. This is my strongly typed language writing my basic framework. Okay, so here's my next section. I've chosen to break the string up into an array of characters, which I've called S, using toChar_array method. Then I've created an integer variable string length, which is the string length. Okay, now back again. So I have created a for loop here. So for int I equals 0, so start at 0. For n keep going until you're 1 less than the length of the array. I've got to go less than once the length of the array. If I went through the entire array, when I asked it to check the next item in the array, and I'm at the end, it would throw out a out of index error. So I have to say, don't go all the way, go to the penultimate item, and every time add 1, increment 1 each time. Then test if the first item in the character array of S is equal to X. If it is, test if the second item, or the next item on, is also equal to X. And if that's true, return true. Otherwise, outside the loop, then return false. And I'm really pleased that when I run this, true, false, true for my test variables AXXBB, so there's 2 x's there. This should be a false because the x's aren't next to each other. This should be true because all the x's are together. So it looks like I've got a successful outcome. Oh yeah!